the second to last kit reaction video, especially now that we're like 2 match days into the season. I want to do this one, which today I'm going to be looking at the English Championship, and then I'm going to put up a poll with like 4 options. I think I'm going to put up like the Scottish League, the Greek League, maybe, and 2 others. And you guys are going to vote on the last one. But today we're taking a look at the English Championship, the second tier of English football. Now, I know there's a lot of people who prefer the Championship to the Premier League. Let's take a look and see what their kid situation's like, shall we? So, of course, back on Football Kit Archive, and look at this assortment of manufacturers. Aria has 3, Macron has 3, Puma has 3, Nike has 2, Hummel has 2, Umbro has 2, Adidas has 2, Joma has 2, O'Neill's has 1, New Balance has 1, Kappa has 1, Castori has 1, and Kelme has 1. We have 24 teams present in this league, which I'm pretty sure is the most of any league we've looked at so far. Pretty sure, so let's get started now and let's take a look. Starting with Birmingham City. Here's their home kit, Nike designed. You just sort of have a pretty basic blue kit within this like dark blue undefeated. Yeah, that like dark blue, like I don't even know what you'd call that. Looks like a waveform almost, but it was raining when this picture looks like. Yeah, I don't, that's not great, to be honest. I'm gonna give that we're gonna start things off with a D. I'm gonna say it's below average. Starting things off not great, but let's look at their away kit. Okay, red and black. You don't have the little Nike circle cut at the top, that's nice. You have this like very aggressive pattern on here. I don't know if that's meant to represent anything. It doesn't, I'm not seeing anything in the comments there. You have the black collar, but no, like accentuated cuffs. So that's kind of an interesting touch. I think maybe it would look better if they also had the black cuffs to match the collar. Yeah, it's not amazing, but I think it's better than home. I'm gonna give that a C. I'm just gonna say it's about average. Now we move on to Blackburn Rovers. We're doing a split kit. Okay, that's interesting. So it says Rovers FC in various different typefaces, but it's only present in the blue, as you can see, not here on the white or on the white sleeve, just in the blue bits. Kind of interesting. Now, I noticed that the collar here is obviously a different shade of blue from this blue, but it's the same shade of blue as the blue on the crest. And that same shade of blue is like right here at the bottom of the cuff. So, I want to see if that's something they've done in the past. last year, but they always do a split kit, Blackburn. I'm gonna give that a C minus. C minus. Let's take a look at the away. Another two-tone design, graphite and cloud gray. Mainly looks just black. This. What's weird though is this collar kind of makes this look like a scrub, like a medical scrub that nurses and doctors wear. I like the two-tone. The black and white on the crest looks very nice. But I don't know, there's something about this that I'm gonna give this a C minus as well. Something about this is just kind of. No, let's take a look at the third. Very aggressive color scheme here, and then they have like a blue, a black and blue version of the crest. Kind of matches the blue on the kit here. Then they go for a black macaron, and then the sponsor's black. I'm gonna give that a D as well. I'm gonna say it's below average in my opinion. Now we're not off to a great start here, to be fair. And if this is your first video of mine, I do not do the goalkeeper kits. I just look at the homes, the aways. Although they don't have, Bristol City doesn't seem to have an away here, just a home and a third. Their home is just a red and white striped kit, very standard. Not a ton of interesting stuff going around. I do like the bird on the back, that's cool. But I'm just gonna give that a C. I'm gonna say it's just about average. But let's take a look at their third. They're using the bird here. I'm assuming that's an alternate crest or an older crest that they've used in the past. You have a yellow and green, which I usually am not a fan of, but in these shades, I don't mind it. It's kind of like a paler yellow instead of like a Brazil yellow. I think that does work here. I think that looks nice, and you have some pinstriping, but it's very subtle. Yeah, they're displaying it like very casually. I do like that. I'm gonna give that a B plus. I'm gonna give that a B plus. It is above average. Let's say that. It's weird that they don't do away, though. I don't know. Cardiff City, sponsored by Visit Malaysia. This is like really good, nearly 4 stars, but I don't know why they're giving this 4 stars. It looks very basic. You have the button collar, which is interesting. You have this sort of, they call it a rhombus pattern. Just blue and white. I mean, it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's outstanding. I'm gonna give that a C. I'm gonna say it's that's just about average in my opinion. Let's look at the away. Gave a maroon colored shirt. Not saying last season they did a gray and black shirt, so I approve of them using something, maroon as a good color, especially with that black. It's like a black or a navy. Yeah, that does look good. And then you have like the white coming down. And I like what they do with the crest here too. crown or maybe the top of this tower up here. Is that what that is? Coventry. This is just the crest, but like super enlarged on here. I can't. Yeah, it is because there's the crosses, and the crest has the 3 crosses there. Okay, so that is that. That is kind of cool. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. I do like that. Let's take a look at the away kit. I don't find that very interesting at all. It's clear they're kind of going for some like retro look because they're using that old football. But for me, I'm gonna give that a C. I'm gonna say it's just about average. And we have this third, but this is the only real picture of it, so I don't feel comfortable giving that a rating. Huddersfield Town, paying tribute to their first ever league title win. Umbro kit, you have the stripes using the gold on the Umbro, a lot of gold. They have a gold stroke around the crest, back of the neck, and the front here gold on the sponsor. But you have this sort of geometric pattern in the dark blue there that I'm not that fond of. 3 stars on the back is kind of cool. I'm assuming that's 3 wins, 3 league wins, if I had to guess. It's alright. I'm gonna give that a C+. Give that a C+. It's above average, or it's almost above average. But I really don't like their away kit here. This color, I don't just like this color in general, and I don't like how they changed the crest there. This feels kind of ugly to me. I'm gonna give that a D. I'm gonna say it's below average. Then we have their third here. Looks like they have a different sponsor on this one. The black and dark blue, especially on the crest, does look cool when you have this sort of pattern on the shoulders. The split color collar I'm not a huge fan of, but I do like the different colors on the shoulders. One purple, blue. That's interesting. I'm gonna give that a B. I'll say it's above average. Hull, here's our Kappa kit with the league, Hull City. They have a QR code down there. Hold on, can I scan that QR code? Let me see something. I'm gonna try scanning this. Open in Chrome. But let me make sure my volume is down, because I'm just gonna play a video or something. Where does this take me? We are wholecity.co.uk. Okay, it just takes you to their website. Kinda boring. Thought maybe it'd be like a special thing, but just takes you to their website. The orange and black stripes is interesting. This is weird. Like the crest is on a different horizontal plane than because like the bottom of this is like, this needs to be moved down. That's really weird. That just looks bad. This needs to be moved down like just like a centimeter or 2, but you can tell it's off, and it looks really weird. It looks worse here. It's like the bottom of the crest is lining up with the bottom of their feet. It needs to be like kind of in the middle. That's so weird. Oh, focus on anything else. Beyond that, though, it is kind of cool. The orange, the black, I'm gonna give that a C plus. C plus. Let's look at the away. So we have the stripes here, but it says up the Tigers. Hold on, it says there's something else. Excuse me. Oh, it's up the Tigers and then up the Tigers. Upside down, and you have this like embossed negative space crest. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I like this way more than I like the home. The orange, the writing in place of the stripes. I'm gonna give this a B plus. I'm gonna give that one a B plus. Let's take a look at their third. Blue with touches of, they call it amber, but it's orange, let's be honest. I usually don't like different colors on the collar, but I think this works. It looks kind of cool there. The little half cuff and then the bit at the bottom. I see, I like this one better than the home as well. I think I like the second one better, the away. I like the away better, but this is nice as well. I'm also gonna give this one a B plus. I'm also gonna give that one a B plus. Ipswich Town. Tour. Plus minus equals divided by times. Tour. Is this a band? Hold on. I have to look this up. That's crazy. Ipswich Town sponsor Ed Sheeran. Right. Okay, that's Ed Sheeran. Polo collar. I kind of like the way they've done this here. Kind of looks like a pauldrons on a knight's suit of armor. It's actually, I like that. I like that quite a bit. The white 3 stars on the back of the neck. That actually does look quite nice, doesn't it? The way they did the shoulders is better than how most people do the shoulders. It does look like armor in my opinion. You know what? I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. Let's look at the away. I don't care for this at all. No, I don't care for this. This one's getting a D. I'm gonna say one's below average, but people really like this. 4 stars, based almost the iconic orange strip from the 1990 to 2000. Yeah, but personally I'm not feeling it. Like I said, for me it's a D, but I can understand why other people would like it. Look at Leeds. They got relegated last season. A white kit, but they have some sort of pattern back there. It looks like a fabric crest, which is interesting. Box T, is that the same sponsor that Inter Miami has? Yeah, this, I'm not sure what this is meant to be, but it is kind of cool. Outline of a peacock, that makes sense. I'm gonna give that a C plus. I'm gonna give that a C plus in this is really interesting. I'm not sure that I've ever seen something quite like this before. Because you have this peacock feather here, and the way it swoops through. Kind of an interesting color choice to go with for the crest and the Adidas and all that. This is one I feel like is gonna look really good on field. I think it's gonna look really nice on the pitch. Like, people might not like it. Yeah, this actually goes pretty hard. I'm gonna give this an A. This is my first A of the video. I really do quite like that. And now the third. Yellow and pink. It doesn't say this represents anything. When I saw the little preview for this, I thought I was really gonna like this. I thought this would be like an A or an S tier. But the more I look at it, I mean, here's a peacock feather here. And here, so they have that motif, but I'm not sure what else is. Looks like that might say United. I'm not sure what it feels like there might be too much going on here. I'm gonna give that a B plus. But I was kind of expecting that to be an A or an S, but looking at it, I'm gonna give that a B plus. Leicester City. Okay, blue and white, and you have the striping, but they have the foxes in the stripes. And I like that they have them at different levels, like this one's here, here, here. Like, they're not all the same all the way across. That's a nice touch. The pattern's not on the back, but you have a fox on the back of the neck. Okay. Looks like there's some. That's white. I don't think that's gold. I was gonna say maybe some gold. Is that gold? I think it's white, but it's kind of hard to tell. That does look nice. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. Oh boy. But there's the away. This has so many things I dislike in a kit. First of all, the sash. You guys know I don't like sashes. The centered crest. I also don't like that trend. Yeah, this is like so many things I dislike on a jersey all at the same time. People do really seem to like it. Apparently it's reminiscent of their very first jersey. But in fact, the first jersey did not have the crest centered. I'm gonna give that a D. I'm gonna say it's below average. I'm not gonna give it an F. I've thought about it. We come to the third. People really like this one too, but I don't like this one. I don't know why. Is it the color? The golden yellow crest on the shorts, I like that. And I thought, man, I feel like I should like this, but I don't. Maybe if the sponsor was in black here, but I don't know. I'm gonna give that one a D as well. I don't know. But I like the home, but those two, I don't know. Middlesbrough. All red. Twin white band. Okay. What, like, they at least have, like, the sponsorship within the stripes instead of it coming on top of them or out of them. Pause. Not a huge fan of that collar. Kinda looks, I guess it's not as bad on them, but it still kinda looks weird in my opinion, the collar. This just looks like a classic football shirt. Like when you think of the term football shirt, you're thinking of something that looks like this. I'm gonna give that a C. I'll say it's just about an average shirt. Some people there really seem to dislike it. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? I do not hate this, the way they've done the centered crest here. If you're gonna do a centered crest, do something like this. They've kind of worked it into the design here. I actually, this works for me. This is like the first centered crest shirt I've ever seen that I liked. Right here. This works for me because it's in that stripe. There's the two little white stripes that stopped. It kind of accentuated the manufactured crest, although centered is outside of the focal point of the design, as is the sponsor. The focal point's that yellow strip. I do like that. I'm gonna give that a B plus. B plus. That's above average. That's a good job. Middlesbrough, you were the first club to ever make me like a centered crest design. This is their kit from last season, apparently, because it released late. Excuse me. That's alright, isn't it? The grayish color, but then the white sleeves and the black and red. I'll give that a C minus. C minus. Millwall, one of the most controversial clubs in England. Millwall. Husky Chocolate. They sponsored an F1 team, didn't they? Did they sponsor Haas F1 for a little bit? I feel like they did. Kind of a plain shirt here. You have this very dark navy blue, which I do like that color. That is a very pretty color. The crest is magnificent there, but the little stripy things on the front, it's just kind of meh. I'm gonna give that a C. I'll say it's just about average in my opinion, but let's look at their away. Okay, I like what they did here. I like the gold on the lion. That looks nice. The gold stripes. This is very subtle. Yeah, we don't need all these close-ups, bro. This is very subtle. And then you have that. Terrible quality pictures. Jeez. These are usually the high quality pictures, but these are super low res. Here we go. There's that pattern in the back. I don't think it's anything in particular, but it's in the alternating stripes, which is interesting. Well, this seems to be the best picture. And that gold at the bottom, I'm not sure if that looks like it's actually part of the kitten on undershirt. I would have liked it if the collar cuffs and the thing at the bottom were either all black or all gold, but the black and gold motif, the gold stripes, the gold on the lion, which is spectacular. I'm gonna give this one a B plus. looks like fire, I guess. Not a huge fan of that. The orange crest for the club, I'm not feeling that. Yeah, it looks like it's meant to be fire or something, but nah, I'm not about that. I'm gonna give that a, I'll give that a C. I'll give that a C. Norwich City. Clean, measured design, introduces green hoops or trademark canary yellow shirt. Do they call those hoops instead of stripes when they're horizontal? That's interesting. This is very... This looks like kind of retro, almost. Like the way it looks is almost... I don't like that the Lotus is in black. I wish that was in the shade of green of these up here. You guys know I usually do not like green and yellow kits, but there's something about this one I don't mind it. I think it is just because this looks like something like straight out of the 1980s or something. I'm gonna give this a C+. C+. Oh, I hate this though. I don't like that just straight across, very boxy cut in the front. That is not great in my opinion. I'm gonna give that one a D. That's below average in my opinion. I usually like purple, but I don't this one. The purple and the yellow. Is it the yellow that I don't like on there? I'm trying to figure it out because the shirt itself is, I think it's the Lotus. To be honest with you, I think it's just the Lotus. I'm gonna go ahead and give that one a C. I'll say it's just about average. Plymouth Argyle. Now this is rated right now as the best shirt in the competition. I can see why people like it. I do like it, but I don't think it's my favorite I've seen today. Now that shade of green and gold is a very good combination. Looks very regal. It's a very clean shirt overall. It looks majestic in a sense. Everything just looks, yeah, looks kind of rich, looks kind of wealthy as a shirt, luxurious to a certain degree. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna give that an A. I'm gonna give that an A, but the other shirt I gave an A to, which was this one. I think I like this one a little bit better. Let's look at their away shirt. I don't know why this one is so highly rated. I do like the white here, kind of like, I don't know if you guys can see this in the video, but it kind of like has like a fading, like diffusion effect. Like it looks kind of like a foggy or like a cloud or something. That's cool. But I'm not a huge. I'm just gonna give this a C. That's just kind of average in my opinion. If we take a look at the third here, we have a pink shirt. You guys know pink is my favorite color. Pink and black, and you have this sort of zigzaggy pattern. You have pink on the crest, which is nice. On honestly, I think it might look a little bit better if the pattern was a little bit different. It kind of it doesn't suit it that well, in my opinion. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna give that a B. I'll say it's above average. Let's take a look at Preston North End, done by Castore. You have white with this sort of off-white, very faintly blue stripe here. The blue here, it looks like some gold. It looks very clean. It's very, very crispy. Maybe it's an interesting term to use. Very crisp. The small little hints of gold is very classy. It doesn't feel gaudy or showy. I'm gonna give that a B plus. I'm gonna give that a B plus. I do quite like that, which is interesting because it is quite plain, but it's just like it's plain, but it's very elevated at the same time. We come to the away. There's some, looks like some historical buildings or something in there, but that's repeated. Maybe some flags. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly is going on in that pattern, but that looks like the Acropolis or something. I don't know. I'm gonna give that one a C plus. It's kind of an elevated average there. And here's the third. I actually think this one is kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. They like the Lamb of God or something, that's interesting. I'm gonna give that one a D. I'm gonna say it's below average. Queens Park Rangers, who have been just absolutely riddled in turmoil. I don't like the red QPR badge, if I'm being honest with you. I don't like the red on this shirt. I think if this shirt was just white and blue, this would be better. I think the red kind of takes away from this shirt a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like last season they just did white and blue. So I guess they wanted to try something different, but I'm gonna give that a D. I'm gonna say it's below average in my opinion, but this is kind of boring because it's just a red and black striped shirt, but the hints of gold are nice. The gold on the QPR badge looks really fitting. And I like the small little stripe of gold at the top of the collar and the bottom of the cuffs. That looks nice. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. And they don't have a third, okay. Rotherham United. Polo collar, red shirt with some hints of white. It's extremely basic kit. I'm gonna give that a C, just sort of average. Looking at the away, that is not great. I'm really shocked this has 3.9 stars, but it only has 36 votes, so it's very possible it's just fans voting on this. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a D minus. No, not a D minus, that's a little bit rough. I'm gonna give it a D, but that's below average in my opinion, not fantastic. And the third, you know, I actually don't mind this. I'm gonna give this a B. I'm gonna say that's above average. Give that a B. Sheffield Wednesday, Macron. There's a lot going on here. Alright, white with blue stripes, and then you have a little thin strip of gold through the bottom. A gold stripe around the bottom. White cuffs and collars with stripes of gold through the middle. So we have a very, the motif works, and I like that the gold is coming from the tip of the Macron point, the tip of the Sheffield Wednesday crest point, and the tip of the collar neck vent points. That's all good. 2022-23 League One playoff winners. Is that gonna be on the shirt? Why is that on the shirt? Why is that on the shirt, dog? Okay, maybe that was just a special print and this is the... Okay. Hopefully this is how it is. I feel like which sucks, but I feel like the sponsor ruins this because the logo is so big and it's so distinct looking. I mean, at first it was kind of hard to tell what it was. I thought it was like a blob of goo or like some pancakes or something, but now I think it's like a little page boy hat or something. But it's almost like too high up on the shirt. I feel like if that wasn't there, this could possibly be a B, B plus, maybe even an A. I'm gonna give this a B. I'm gonna say it is above average. I do like it, but this sponsor is really unfortunate on this shirt. And here's their away polo collar. This just looks like a shirt you'd like go and buy at like a thrift shop or something, discount shop. I don't mind it looking at it a bit longer. I don't mind it. That sponsor is so unfortunate, but I've always liked Sheffield Wednesday, like their crest and stuff, but that's an owl wing design apparently. It just looks like V's in my opinion. And I'll give that as B minus. B minus. Southampton remake of their 1987 to 89 jersey. Okay, so this is an iconic design for them. But it's a split design that you guys know I'm not a huge fan of. I'm judging it based purely on the appearance, not the legacy, not the history. I don't care about that. I care about purely the aesthetics. And personally, I think aesthetically this is a bit ugly. I'm gonna give that a D. I'm gonna say that's below average. But we have this away kit here, which I like that we have this all, this two-tone, the white, and then this kind of mint green all across the kit. Southampton FC. This looks nice. I'm gonna give this a C plus. But the one I'm really excited to see is this third kit. This is apparently meant to be the forests of Southampton. You can see some trees there. The black and gold, always a winning combination. Unless you're in the Bundesliga. Kidding. It is nice, but I don't like it as much as I was thinking I might. I'm gonna give it a B plus, but when I saw the smaller picture, I thought this could be the first S tier of the video, but looking at it more, I'm just gonna give it a B plus. You guys know I like to be a bit stingy. I don't like to throw around A's and S's. Most things in life are gonna be just about average. That just looks like a... Well, I can't think of the club. That just... What club always has this? Oh, I can't think of it right now. Stoke City. Their home. Simple but stylish. Yeah, I would say this is quite simple. The Potters, Stoke City, you have the very simple red and white stripes, black crest, black sponsor, super clean, nothing bad about this at all. This is gonna look good all season long. I'm gonna give it a C. Here we have the away kit. Kinda looks like a snake skin or something. Yeah, it's like a snake skin almost. Don't know if that's what it's meant to be, but I'm gonna give that a B. It is interesting looking, and I like the colors they chose here for the crest and the other things. I'm gonna give that a B. Then the third. Ooh, does this? Hold on. Hold on, who does this? This looks like somebody else's kit. Hold on. Not Sweden. Is it the Cadiz kit I just looked at, or am I thinking of like Fenerbahce? I don't know. Anyway, Stoke City. Blue and yellow. It does look, I mean, it works here. It's very simple, but it works. Like all three of their kits, mainly the home and the third, but they feel very like they're going for just something simple and elegant. I'll give that a B minus. B minus. There's so many clubs here. Getting this video is gonna be over an hour for sure. Sunderland home. And there we go with that Nike. I hate that. That's a C. It's just average. Let's look at the away. That is garish. You're using like 3 different shades of pink, a shade of purple, and then you have the white as well. I pick a navy blue, not a purple, but still. That is ugly. I'm gonna give that the first F in a while, is what I'm giving that. Let's come to Swansea City. They're gonna give us some good designs. Centered, but at least they put the crest above the manufacturer, although the orange sponsorship is not working at all here. It should be black. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a C minus. C minus. I thought they were gonna save us, but this away looks like it might. Okay, this is very nice. This is very nice. This is very elegant. I love this shade of blue partnered with the gold on the Joma, on the Swansea crest, on the kit manufacturer. on the sponsor as well. You have the gold text, but then that sort of compass star that's fading down. I'm assuming that's the sponsor logo, but it actually works here and looks like it would be part of the shirt. This is really nice looking, very elegant. I like the small hint of gold on the collar. Then you have the small hints of gold on the back of the cuffs. This is fantastic. This is really, really good. This is my favorite so far. I am giving this an A+. It is not quite S tier category, but I'm giving that an A+. That's my favorite shirt so far. Let's come to the third. No, I don't like it as much. It's still decent, but I don't like it as much as the away. These sort of multicolored, it looks like sequins almost coming down. I don't like that. The compass looks out of place now on this shirt, whereas on the other shirt it looked like part of the design here. It stands out negatively. I'm gonna give that a B minus. A B minus, but this Swansea away. Oh, just look at that. Beautiful. Watford. Wow, we're still not even done. We have a black and yellow design here that sponsors a massive stroke on their text. No red. Don't they usually have some red on their home kits? I feel like they do, right? I don't really see it outside the crest. You have the B on the back. Watford. I don't know. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I'm gonna give that. I'll give that a B minus. I'll give it a B minus. Look at the away. Good God. So the crest is different. It's still two-tone, but they picked two different colors, and you have this sort of I don't know about this one. Jesus, that dude's vascular. Well, here they have this sort of wave pattern in the fabric you couldn't see before. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I like it. That this has really low votes, 2.6. But the more I look at it, actually, the more I like it. At first, I really disliked it. My first reaction, but it's growing on me. Together, diversity, family, equality, so just like. I'm gonna give this you know what? I'm gonna give this a B plus. B plus. Yeah, that grew on me a lot. Let's look at the third. I don't think this one's gonna grow on me to the same degree. This shade of blue, the black, the white. I'm gonna give that one a D plus. So it's like below average, but it's almost average. Finally, it come to West Bromwich Albion. Puma shirt, white and blue stripes, of course matching the stripes of the crest. I think it's interesting you have the silhouette of this man here. This is somebody important. Worn by Jeff Astley or Astle and his FA Cup winning teammates in the late 1960s. I'm assuming that is Jeff Astle right there in his silhouette, which is kind of a cool touch. I'm gonna give that a C. I'm gonna give that a C. It's just about average in my opinion. We are not ending on a high note here. This is, and like this color is like ever so slightly different. Like look at that. It's like it's trying to be the same shade of green as the shirt, but they got it like 1 or 2 percentage points wrong, which makes it stand out even worse than if it was a totally different color. I really don't like that. I wish that they would have just had the text and not had the green background. Just let the design show through there. God, yeah, that's really distracting. I'm gonna give that a D. That's below average. And finally, let's look at the third. Yeah, there's a gradient sash with some stripes. It's kind of like a Barcelona shirt, to be honest with you. I'll give that one a C+. So not a great way to end, but I like this Watford away. This is easily my favorite shirt in the league. I love this A+ shirt right there. Let's see, I really liked the Sheffield Wednesday shirt was good, just, you know, slight miss there. The Plymouth Argyle home, definitely one of my favorites. The Millwall away, big fan of that, and of course the Leeds away, but yeah guys, anyway, this was my immediate reaction and I guess review of the kits for the English Football League Championship of the 2023-2024 season, which is currently underway. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought about what I thought about these kits. If you agree or disagree, what kits you did or did not like in this video. If you liked what you saw, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. And until next time, guys, bye bye.